All right, thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to talk about that monster, mass murderess. She's actually LGBT or whatever. She's a lesbian, right, or trans. I don't know. She doesn't really look like a woman to me. Maybe that's just an ugly woman. But the governor that signed into law, and they're all clapping and everything, the bill that allows abortion to up to birth, right? So I mean, that's not even the worst thing. The worst thing about that is that they will say, oh, at 24 weeks, it's okay, and then everybody's like, they're starting to see, oh my goodness, you're doing it till birth, this baby could survive outside of the womb. Well, this baby is still a baby at 1 day, right? And that's the part that, for some reason, they fail to understand, right? The fertilized ovum, right? The fertilized ovum is a baby, right? The fertilized ovum at day 1 is a baby. Prior to implantation, prior to the zygotic genome activation, that's still a baby. So what's the point? I mean, there's you can't do that up till the day of birth, right? That's wrong and barbaric. It sure is. It sure is. And I don't disagree. But why are you just advocating for that now, and not, at 24 weeks or 9 weeks or even 0 weeks, just at day 1? What's the point? What's the difference? What's the difference? There's a developing human in gestation, and just because the day, there's literally no difference. Literally no difference between. And anybody that could argue against me will certainly not succeed. There's no difference between what happens. See what happens. The pill causes embryonic death. Right. If you have more information about that on the YouTube channel, there's no difference between aborting a baby and implantation, which the birth control actually does, and aborting a baby 1 day or 1 hour before birth, or killing for example, my daughter. Right. She's 4 years old. There's no difference. There is literally anybody that can try to suggest any type of justification for that will surely fail, right? And that's why my advocacy is so important. And I might be a lone wolf in talking about it. I might not have very many views, but what I'm saying is absolutely true. And the only thing that they can counter is block. Hey, they're blocking me, right? I'm not going and say, hey, blah, 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 blah. No, they're blocking me because they're scared of the message. Because that message is true. The pill causes embryonic death. And, these women are saying, oh, yeah, we can abort babies up till the day of, up till the day of birth, right? So a full term, for any reason, right? For no reason, a baby can be, brutally murdered, right? At the 40 weeks, right? 40 weeks in the womb, with no legal penalties, right? So you're going to say, oh, that's terrible and barbaric. Yeah, most certainly is. Absolutely, yeah. But what's even equally as barbaric is the failed implantation due to the birth control altering the endometrium, altering the endometrial lining, and causing the death of the developing human at the embryonic stage. There's literally no difference. There's no difference. There's absolutely no difference than for example, my wonderful daughter here. Where is she? Over here? Where is she? Yeah, there she is. There's absolutely no difference. There's zero difference. And these people, these pro-lifers, will say it's different for some reason. Right? What is the difference? You list the number of differences. 1, 2, 3. It's different because the embryonic stage has less value than a full-grown 40-week-old baby, fetus. Yeah, fetus in the womb has more value because there's more development. Because the embryonic stage is not as valuable because what? What? Where's the argument here? There's no argument. It's just, I feel it. I feel like that. I feel my feelings. Where's the logic here? The logic is there is no logic, right? These people are absolute. Hey, I heard something. I heard something that they don't even teach the Hippocratic Oath anymore in medical school. Is that true? I don't know. I never went to medical school. Do they really not teach the Hippocratic Oath? So I guess it was replaced by medical ethics, like a course about medical ethics, but they don't actually teach the Hippocratic Oath, right? I don't know. Anyway, Massachusetts governor signs into law that you can have an abortion up till birth, right, for any reason or no reason at all, and everybody's clapping and clapping and clapping, smiling and clapping, and everybody, oh, that's so demonic. It's most certainly is, yes, but like there's, that's like I guess it's becoming a meme at this point where the women are clapping in it. There's no men, right? They're all women. But I think that governor's a man. I think, it doesn't really look. Anyway, she's going out with this girl, so she's probably the man of the relationship. Right? She is an LGBT. She is actually a lesbian. That's on her Wikipedia page. I'm not trying to make fun of her or anything like that. But anyway, she doesn't look like she has any children. Maybe it's a transgender, a male to female. I don't know. We don't know anything. I just know she looks very, very manly, or he, or whatever they, them are. I don't really know. But all I know is that they're very, very interested in killing children, right? So there's no difference, right? There's literally no difference between killing a 40-week-old full-term baby and killing an embryo at the implantations prior to the implantation stage. That the full fertilized ovum, right, that has his or her own DNA, will fail to implant due to the altered endometrium lining caused by the pill. Right? There's no difference, right? What is the difference? Right? That's the interesting. Chris, where you gonna go? Let's go. Let's go.